This is Jamie Steinberg with Starry Constellation Magazine. Greg, this is a fascinating series for you to be a part of. Was there something about this premise, about your co-stars, or maybe the person you'd be embodying that drew you to be a part of this?
I think all of the above. First off, the cast are fantastic. They really, really are. And the director, Asaf, is also incredible. I love his work. I think when it comes to the subject matter, I was really intrigued by sort of, something that we're all having to deal with right now, which is like misinformation online. And when we see stories from governments, like, is that true? I think it's important that it takes a certain group of people, like in the collective, to go and poke holes at stories and really verify the information. And I think in the collective's case, there's a sudden tragedy, and they go and take matters into their own hands and figure it out for themselves. And see, they go and poke holes at the corruption, basically, that's happening around the world.
I mean, this is based on true events with Bellingcat. Did you all maybe get to spend time with your real life counterparts or people you were possibly based on? Or if not, did you all spend much time together as a cast to flesh out the connection you would all have?
Oh, we definitely did a lot of research when it comes to Bellingcat. And also as a cast, yeah, we definitely sat down. Obviously, we shot the show in Kenya. Well, we shot the show around the world, but which was amazing. But especially when we all got to Kenya, it was a great opportunity to sit down and flush it all out and flush our group dynamics out. And yeah, I absolutely love being part of the show. I'm really proud of it. Really proud of my performance, but also proud of how it all came out.
The series is so action-packed, and you mentioned it shoots but from Europe to Budapest to St. Petersburg to London, and as you mentioned, Kenya. Where were some of your favorite places to film?
There was something. I mean, Kenya was definitely my sort of favorite because it was the most like memorable. Very blessed to be able to do what you love and get to travel the world and learn a lot. And I did learn a lot about Kenya. The people of Kenya are so warm and lovely. But I will say there was something very special about shooting in London for me. I don't know why. I think maybe just because I'm a British boy from London, just coming home, and I now live in Los Angeles, and to come home and shoot something, and my mum and dad were able to come to set, which was nice. So that was a special moment for me.
I mean, Asif does such a great job of directing this, and then Fasoli and Ravagli are just incredible when it came to writing this. How hands-on were they when it came to you sort of crafting your characters and things like that? Or did you have, did they let you sort of breathe and find the people you were embodying?
I mean, I've worked with like some amazing directors, since I started my career a long time ago. But I will say I think Asaf is definitely one of my favorites. I mean, Asaf and I have a very special relationship. He sort of took me under his wing. There was a lot going on in life and in media at the time, and we sort of, he really took me under his wing. And to be honest, I texted him the other day once I saw the show, and I said, thank you so much for helping my performance, because he really did. He really gave me the freedom to play, and also he gave me the confidence in and to know and trust my abilities. And I think, I've been on set a long time and many times now in my life, and even sometimes as an actor, it's very easy to second guess yourself. And sometimes to trust your own instincts and trust your beliefs was so freeing, and I definitely think it paid off in the performance. And usually I'm very critical, but I'm actually very proud of my performance in this. And I think that was hugely down to Asaf's, performance as a director, and making me feel very comfortable. And also Madalena, us sitting down early on in Kenya, spending hours and days just sort of like breaking down the script, going through it. That really helped too. And she's so lovely and so talented. So it was great. It was great. I had a great creative team to help.
Well, there are so many incredible scenes to this. There's powerful ones, there's poignant ones, there's painful ones. Is there a particular scene that you're most proud of the work you put into?
Ooh, that's a good question. Oh, yes, there is one. And I think that's because one of the main reasons why I love filmmaking is because it's not just me. I love the fact that there's 100 people working towards one sort of greater sort of goal, which is making sure that whatever's on screen is incredible and the best it can be. And there's one scene where I think we got it on take 21, which is like we shot it as a oneer, and it's towards the end of the first episode. And, it takes a lot of coordination. It takes a lot of sort of silent, what's the word? Like, I would say probably experience, trust in your camera operators, respect to your focus puller. Because obviously they're going off of you and you're going off of them. So there's a dance, obviously, with the camera that has to happen. And when a camera operator is carrying a steady cam down many flights of stairs, you're obviously worried as a human about their safety, but also you need to make sure that you're doing your job and staying in the scene. So, yeah, there's a great one at the end of episode one that we thankfully got and we all celebrated. I remember that night there was a lot of tequila involved. Uh, we were very close to not making that day. And as an actor, you have to make sure you nail it every single time because, there's so
The
many other.
lighting, the time is money, as they say as
Yeah,
well. There's
shadows, people looking in the lens, people bumping the lens, the focus puller not getting the focus right, background not walking the right way, your lead actor's not coming in at the right time. And so the one thing I refused was for it to be my mistake. So thankfully, for 21 takes, I did all
you
right.
brought it every time. That's right.
I, I tried. I tried.
As I mentioned, this series is fascinating. It's very surprising, I think, for many, even US audience members, to learn about Bellingcat and what they went through with this particular incident. Is that what you think is going to draw in so many people to watch The Collective? The mystery behind it, but also the uncovering of what went into making that mystery?
Yes, I think people are going to relate to it because, the tagline of the show is uncovering the truth in a post-truth world. And I think that we all are now around the world questioning, is the information that we're being fed accurate? And so, I think people want to know. People want to see that. People want to investigate it, and they want to follow these young, sort of brave civilian journalists on this journey. And I think that's why they're going to love the show.
You all put so much heart and blood and sweat and tears into making this. And I think that's also what's going to fascinate people is the incredible performances you bring. Each single one of you just makes this show so fascinating. So thank you, Greg, so much for your time.
No, thank you. That's really kind of you to say. And yeah, I mean, look, yeah, I mean, it's a great cast. Everyone put up their heart and soul into this. So I appreciate you recognizing it.